everyone, it's Wendy. Remember I said that I would do a tutorial on you. Blah, 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 blah. Hey everybody, it's Wendy. Remember I told you I would do a tutorial for you with this flower. So at Stampin' Up! Convention this year, my friend Cindy Wilkinson at JustSpongeIt.com gave me this beautiful flower to pin on my lanyard. I just absolutely loved it. It looks really, really complicated and difficult, and I am here to tell you that it's really not. And that's what I love about Cindy's work. Oftentimes it looks like these very extravagant, beautiful things, which it is, but it's very simple to recreate. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Alright, so the first thing you're going to need is obviously the gold vellum with the polka dots, and then the gold paper. So we sell these in packs, and they're 12 by 12 paper. So this is the Big Shot die that we use to make this. So I don't know if you could see, like right here, this is this image. So all you have to do is get a 6 by 12, get your 12 by 12s, cut them in half at the 6-inch mark. So then you'll have these long strips. Lay down your gold piece, and then lay down your vellum piece on top. Remember, you're going to have a full sheet here. It'll cover the whole thing. And you're going to cut all of the flowers and everything out on this at once. So that makes it super fast and easy. So now I have, after cutting them all out, I would have one of everything in both gold and the vellum. So there's only a few pieces that you don't use, okay? You're not going to use the circle, and you're not going to use the petal. So you can just set those aside, throw them away, do whatever you want with them, but you're not going to use those. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to show you how simple this is. You're going to start with your gold, your largest gold flower, and put it down. You're going to get your gold vellum or your vellum flower with your gold dots, and you're going to layer it right on top of there. It does not have to line up just perfect. It's okay if it overlaps. You're going to take your bone folder and just run it along here and curl the edges up a little. The next flower that will go down is this one. So you're going to layer these together. You're going to go ahead and use your bone folder again to curl up the edges. And now you'll start using your dimensionals. So we're going to do a dimensional right there in the middle. And then you don't want to line it up perfect. You want to offset the flower. Okay? Then the next flower that's going to go down is this one. You're going to use some adhesive here in the center. I don't put any adhesive out on the edges because I kind of want the vellum and the gold to separate, because that gives kind of a cool effect. Alright, and again, a dimensional right in the center. And again, I'm going to offset. So I'm not lining it up, but I'm offsetting it from the previous flower. Okay. Then we're going to use the next smallest flower. And again, our adhesive in the center. Layer on our vellum. Curl our edges. You can see how this goes here. It's pretty simple. And we're going to offset. Okay, and then we have our little flower here. And we're going to put some adhesive in the center and layer it down. Grab a dimensional. Put it in the middle. And then we have our one that to me looks like a jack. From, you know, like you used to play with the ball and the jacks and you bounce it and you have to pick up the jacks. That's what this reminds me of. So I'm just going to put a little adhesive here in the center. Layer this one down. Use a dimensional. And offset, and there have it in the middle. And then the last one is, this is a punch from, oh, it's hanging around here, I thought. Maybe it's not. I put it back, I think. Anyway, it's in this little punch pack. I have the star and the heart here, and then there's this little flower. So that's something you can get in our store. And this uses a dimensional right in the center. You know what? I think I cut this dimensional in half. Now that I think about it. Yep. Alright. And that one goes in the center. And then you're going to put a pearl down in the middle of that flower. So pretty. And then you could just do this on a card. You wouldn't have to do anything else. It's so pretty. Okay, and then we're going to use some Tombow glue. And I'm going to add that just to the end of these leaves here. I'm not going all the way out because I want them to separate. I don't want them to. Okay, so I'm going to layer that down. That's really cool. And then I'm going to add that to the back of here. And I'm going to do that with Tombow. So I'm just going to wing it on there. Alright, now let's make we have this finished, so now let's make our ribbon pieces, okay? So for this I'm using the gold satin ribbon. And you're going to need your hot glue gun, so make sure you get your hot glue gun out and get it nice and hot before you start. You're going to loop this around this way. And then I just took my flower and kind of like gauged how I would want it. About like that. And then I took my hot glue gun and gave a spot of hot glue there. Come on, hot glue. Okay, and then you're going to take this gold trim. It's 1 1/8 inch gold ribbon we have in the catalog. All this stuff is in the Stampin' Up! Catalog. And we're going to use some more hot glue here, kind of in the center. And you're just going to lay this way. Oh, my dog's going to bark, I have a feeling. Every time I get on video with you guys, somebody drives by in some loud truck and my dog starts to bark, and it's just so annoying. Okay, so then you have your gold sequins, and we're just going to do the same thing with them. You're going to layer them down here. And hot glue is really the only way to go for this. I mean, and I'm kind of going to offset this from the gold, the 1 1/8 inch gold stuff, because I don't want it like piled right on top of it. If that makes any sense at all. Okay. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That was hot. Okay. So, now I have all my strings from my hot glue here. Don't you just love that? Alright, so now we're going to layer this down right here. And I am going to use some more hot glue. And I'm going to be pretty generous here with the hot glue. And then I'm just going to smush it down. Okay. Then I'm going to flip it over. And I have punched a circle, a 1 3/4 inch circle, out of that heavy cardstock that we have. It's like craft paper. It's in the holiday catalog, which will be here in a couple weeks. If you don't have one, you can get a holiday catalog now. You just can't order from it until August 28th. Alright, so I am going to layer this down right on top. So this has a finished look on the back, and I'm kind of bending it around. I've got hot glue everywhere. Alright, so you could leave it nice and long like this if you like the way that looks, or you can trim it off. I'm going to leave this one long. I trimmed this one nice and short, but I kind of like it. I don't know, it's kind of cool looking long, so I'm going to leave it that way. And actually, I might just trim these up just a smidge, just so they're not too crazy looking. Okay, so that's it. Oh, I almost forgot the stamping part. So the last little part is that I took Whisper White cardstock, and I'm using this stamp set called Holiday Cheer. It's Project Life by Stampin' Up, and it has a really cute array of little holiday sentiments. And I really loved the Be Joyful sentiment, so I'm going to use that. And I stamped it in the gold Encore ink, which you can get. That's in our big catalog. And then I'm going to hit this with the heat gun real quick. Alright, and then I'm going to use the ticket punch. And you want to put it over into the corner like this, so that you have all this white space here. So this is obviously for a, I mean, I guess you could say Be Joyful anytime, but I'm thinking more for a Christmas gift. And then I'm going to use a couple of glue dots here. And then I'm going to have it coming out right here. Okay, and I don't like how this is falling away like that, so I'm going to put a couple of little hot glues just right down in there, because that's bugging me. There. That'll kind of stay up better. Alright, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please go visit Cindy Wilkinson's blog at justspongeit.com. She is very talented and has so many cool ideas. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye-bye.